Aiden Solos here with my very first ever YouTube video on the Division 2. Actually, one of my first videos ever. I hope my mic quality sounds good. I hope it looks good too. And I hope you guys like the video. So, main point of this video is there's a title update 19.2 coming out tomorrow. A lot of big changes. They fixed a lot of stuff with the right boss and a bunch of stuff in general concerning the Incursion, Descent, just a whole lot of things. So I want to share with you guys my personal build for the Incursion as a DPS firewall. So to start off, we have the St. Elmo's engine, and you can look at the stats right here. Pause the video, slow it down, whatever you need to do. And then I'm also using the Lefty, which you can also pause the video to do. Perfect Sledgehammer, it's also very good for if you're trying to shred down those bosses very easily. And I'm using all these pieces for a reason, except my pistol, because it's the wrong pistol, but yet again, you don't even need a specific pistol, unless you're trying to go for a speed run, which I am not. Then for the headpiece, I'm using the Coyote's mask, with maxed out critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and a 10% critical hit damage mod with maxed out weapon damage. And the reason why I'm using this is for the talent Pack Instincts, which doesn't only stack to you, but also stacks to all of your teammates, which is very useful, especially if you get 3 people to stack it up, you will be doing loads of damage. And for the backpack, I'm using the Striker's Pack, which will grant you risk management, increases total weapon damage gained per stack of the Striker's Gamble from 0.65% to 1%, which is a big thing. So it takes your overall amplified damage from 65% to 100% once you get full stacks. And that leads us to the Striker's Harness, which will get us to 2 pieces, which unlocks out weapon handling, 15%. And it also gets us Press the Advantage, which increases our max stacks from 100 to 200. So now you are doing 200% amplified weapon damage, which is absolutely insane. You will be shredding everybody, which is why the Striker build has been so overpowered for many years, and in the first division game, which I was a big fan of. And then for my gloves, I'm using the Contractor's gloves, the named gloves. But the only downside about these gloves is the LMG damage. But other than that, you're getting weapon damage, damage to armor, and critical hit damage, which can be very, very useful. But once again, you don't need to use these. You can always use the Striker's Battle Gear gloves and swap out your knee pads for the Fox Prayers, which is damage to targets on cover with rifle damage, with the same exact talents. Either one, up to you. Me personally, I would prefer the Contractor's gloves. And for the holster, we are using the Striker's holster, which unlocks that 3 pieces, which is 15% rate of fire. Doesn't do much, just gives you weapon damage and critical hit damage. And then for the knee pads, obviously as you saw before, we have maxed out weapon damage and maxed out critical hit damage, and that unlocks that 4+ pieces talent, which is Striker's Gamble. Weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. But with that backpack and harness, that actually turns to weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 1%, stacking up to 200 times. And then 1 stack slots per second between 0 and 50 stacks, 2 stack slots per second between 50 and 100 stacks. So that is the Striker's build. And then obviously for this build you want to use Firewall for this skill right here, the shield. And you will be wanting to use the Striker variation, reason because if you pull out that shield, it will display a little area of orange, which if your enemies are in that area, you'll be doing an additional 35% weapon damage, I think. I could be wrong though, so go test it out for yourself, don't listen to me. And then I'm also using the Reviver Hive in case anything goes wrong and I need to be self-revived. But that's only after the first encounter of the Incursion. Because for the first part, when you need to take out the turrets and stuff when you're entering the building, you use a decoy just so the turrets don't focus on you, so you can absolutely shred it down. But I will be posting a gameplay video of me running the Incursion very, very soon, just so I can help you guys out. And keep in mind, disclaimer for this build video and all my build videos, I am over level 1000 on my SHD watch, so some of your numbers might not align with mine depending on what level you are. But anyways, I will show you my exact numbers now. Okay, so for weapon talents, we have Actim S, which shooting an enemy with this weapon will give 1 stack at 100 stacks. The next magazine filled will be filled with shock ammo. That's for the St. Elmo's engine. And then we have Perfect Sledgehammer. Dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on target. Targets with mark will take 40% more damage to armor and have a negative 30% movement speed. Mark will disappear after 10 seconds, and this is on my named shotgun, the Lefty. Perfect Breadbasket doesn't really matter, it's on my Mozambique. And, I mean, you could use this, but not necessary at all. Okay, and then you have obviously the Fireball, it doesn't matter. Then you have, we are getting around 104,000 weapon damage if you round it up, but as you can see the exact numbers right there. Then we have 41 critical hit chance, 155 critical hit damage, 75 headshot damage, 8% armor damage, 16% health damage, 45% reload speed bonus, 45% accuracy, 45 stability, 35 weapon swap speed, 35% weapon handling, and 20% ammo capacity, but I doubt you guys care about those. Alright, then in total we have a 107% all weapons damage bonus, and this is without the striker stacks. And then we have 27.3% assault rifle damage bonus, along with light machine gun bonus from the contractor gloves, 15% SMG damage bonus from my firewall specialization, and a 50% shotgun damage bonus from also my specialization. And obviously you have the gear talents, which is our striker's build, contractor's gloves, and our coyote mask. We don't have a bunch of armor, but obviously if you're running an incursion in a team, you should obviously have a healer. If you don't have a healer, I have no idea what you are doing, unless you're doing something completely different. Alright, now I want to show you guys actually these numbers in person, not in the incursion, but I can just show you in the fire range real quick. So we are on heroic. Just let me put it on named enemy. So what I typically like to do with strikers, especially, you take out your lefty and you get all of your stacks up. See? Wait till it's all up. And you can see the weapon damage is increasing steadily over time. And then when you switch over to say Elmo's, you're hitting for 1.1 million crit shots most of the time. If you aim for the head, you'll be doing a lot more. And if you're in a team with 3 other DPSs running the Coyotes match, you'll be hitting up to almost 2 million, which is insane. As you can see, this is just solo. Yeah, you'll be doing a ton of damage, which is very good for the incursion. And once again, you don't even need your specialization maxed out. I mean, it's nearly maxed out, no difference, but realistically, you only want this for the shield, and obviously get like the extra assault rifle damage, extra shotgun damage, SMG, and then get all these for, well, you don't really need it maxed out, in my opinion. But you should definitely get it. It's not absolutely like, it's necessary, but you won't like die if you don't have it. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, helps me out more than you could ever imagine. I know every YouTuber says that, but trust me, it is true. And comment down if you want to see another build video, another gameplay video, other games. This is not the only game I post on this channel, but I will be posting a lot about this game on this channel, including Heartland, Division 3, etc, etc. So, thank you for watching. Have a God blessed day. Have a great day, great night, good afternoon, wherever you are. and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.